The main reason why socialism has such a strong sway over younger people is because it rests primarily on sentiment. When someone like Mamdani says, I'm going to raise the minimum wage, the worker who is working a minimum wage job and is already fed a diet of nihilism and cultural cynicism by so many people in the culture is not going to say, well, what are the moral implications of this? They're going to say, oh my gosh, my life is going to get better, because they consider their own self-interest as being the standard by which they should understand political order, rather than understanding properly that their own self-interest is insufficient in order to assess the rightness and justify something, because the limits of the self impose an obligation upon us to look beyond ourselves to understand social relationships. But none of this happens when sentiment is the guide of our minds. When reason is the guide of our minds, and reason is informed by the correct tools, you no longer have to talk about political positions. Sentiment becomes guarded, and those that try to appeal to it will have to get past first a more fuller layer of filtration system, if you want to think about that, that will say, how does this pair against what I know is correct? How does this pair against what I know is justifiable? How is this thing exactly here going to affect X, Y, and Z? Proper moral education effectively provides parameters for sentiments to exist in, and then subordinates those sentiments to general principles which inform our conscience, which inform our reason, and then create a culture that is informed by both of these things. And a culture that is richly informed by an understanding of these things is a culture where socialism and the claims of many socialists are treated not only skeptically, but they are not really able to take root in the way they do now.